It is the first time the expatriate Copts conference is held in Egypt. 30 activists, including the heads of 14 Coptic organizations from all over the West and Australia, converged to Egypt to discuss equality in citizenship. Several conferences have been held in America and Europe, where Copts testified that they were persecuted in Egypt. This led to international criticism against Egypt, which is why some accuse the expatriate Copts of treason and inciting foreign governments against their own country.
We have noticed some, let me call it signals, that we are welcome to hold our conferences in Egypt. We are giving it a trial. I am personally seeing some positive signs, and I think, and I hope at the same time, that there is a political will to do something in the Coptic file.
Tensions only started in the 1970s with the rise of fundamental Muslim groups. Clashes between both communities resulted in loss of lives and destruction of personal properties. The Coptic population is officially estimated at 10% of Egypt's 70 million. But Copts say that their population is much more than that. As a religious minority, they are concerned about their rights and want to be fairly represented in Egypt's political life.
I think we have major issues with the church constructions. We need to have the ability to build churches with no permits from the president or not. We have issues with younger girls converting into Islam without their families getting to know what happens. We're not against religious freedom at all, but when minors do it, that's a major issue, and that issue needs to be addressed legislatively. We have issues of political participations. That's a major issue. Copts need to be represented in the parliament one way or another.
Muslims say they also want equal opportunities in jobs and political participation. They are concerned that Copts are asking for special treatment and insist that these matters should only be handled politically and not in a sectarian or religious context.
We cannot exclude the same discrimination against the majority of Egyptians. The problem is that we have now in Egypt an elite, socially distinguished, politically distinguished, economically distinguished, including Copts and Muslims. What's happening now is to exclude the majority of Egyptians from all what our brother Copts asking to have.
But tensions between both communities lie just under the surface, and it takes very little to trigger them, especially when it comes to religious conversion. And in a country where religion is an integral part of people's lives, leaders of both communities hope something can be done to guarantee basic rights and ensure social peace and security. Amr El-Khaky, Al Jazeera, Cairo.